Hey, welcome to another edition of Scratch Ticket Sunday. I'm your host MegaHarv, and today we have a Lotto Twisted Scratch Ticket going on with top prizes of $30,000. And what we gotta do here is we scratch off your numbers. There are 21 of your numbers, and if they match any one of our paths, you win that prize. But here's the twist. So you see these four green ones here? If you scratch off these four green ones, you win the prize in the corresponding color. And likewise, there's the yellow one, where you have to do the twisted path to get the yellow, and the purple, and the blue, and so on. But if you get any four, that one's pretty bonkers, that gray one. Anyways, if you fill out any one of these four twisted paths, you win that prize. So without any further ado, let's scratch off some of these twisted ass numbers, shall we? Let's start with these three here. 22, 25, and a 30. So I think the numbers can appear more than once. I think I read that. So let's start looking for 22s. Yeah, there's two 24s right there. We solved the mystery, everybody. Hooray. So we got the 22, so now we gotta get the 25. I'm going to go one by one, or else I'm going to lose them. 25. This will be hard enough to even see them. Doing this scratch ticket should be the skill testing question in and of itself. 25. Alright, that seems to be only 25. Now a 30. There's a 30 right here, one of these blue dealies. And I don't believe there's any additional 30s to be scratched. So let's go on to the second column. Got 35, 11, a 42. 35. Where's a 35? There's one. I found one 35. There it is. Okay, none of that. Now we're trying to find an 11. Let's see. There's an 11. And a 42, which is right here. But maybe there's another 42. Yeah, there is. There's a red one right here. That's probably all of them, but I don't know. I didn't look that closely. Let's scratch off another batch. 14. I just kind of stumbled across this ticket. I'd kind of planned on just doing a second word maze ticket, which, frankly, is the most fun I've had on a ticket in a while. But I'm like, ooh, this is a brand new one. Let's scratch this. For Scratch Ticket Sunday, I'd rather do brand new tickets each time, but you know, we're definitely kind of riding the line here. I say that. I did a four-leaf clover, then like a horseshoe one. In my mind, they're different tickets because they're different image. So we got 14. I mean, eventually I'm gonna run out, and I will do some repeat tickets. 14. That's the only 14. Now we need a 6. There's one 6. Found one of them. And that's the only other 6, but there is a 16. Sweet 16. Any other ones? Is that it? It's the only one I see. I think I might hear rain outside, but I might also just be imagining things. It had been kind of rainy the past few days, but today it was a nice day. 36. There's a 36. I'm not even really paying attention how close I am. Like, it's looking like we're one away from the yellow. So we need a 15 for that one. I don't know if you can win more than once on this ticket. It would probably tell me if we could. So we got 36. Any other 36s? Got 26. No other 36. Okay, now 45. Bottom right. 25 and a 27. Even though this is like a relatively simple ticket, I like where it's coming from. 27. Just something about it, just something simple like this, just makes it more inherently fun, I feel like. 27, I don't see another 27, so... Let's get on with our lives and scratch off 3 more of the remaining tickets. We have... Oh, there's a 7. There's a 37 and a 44. 7. Happy Canada Day, by the way. 7, Scratch off this 7 here. I'm pretty well just working this can today, you know, outside of the streaming that I do. But that looks like the only 7, 37. But probably the most fun I ever had for Canada Day was for 3 years straight. I went to Canada's capital of Ottawa and spent Canada Day there. I lived there for, I believe, 2 of them. You think I'd remember that? I'm pretty sure, yeah, I lived there for 2 of them, but one of them I just came up for the visit. But that is the place to be on Canada Day. The mass of people is crazy, and the fireworks display is really quite something. And then getting out of there is craziness, because it's just such a mass of humanity. But I believe they have free buses, and you just kind of like cram in like sardines to get home. But it was a lot of fun. But I don't know what it's like. I've only ever gone as far west in Canada as Toronto. That's as far as I've ever made it. So I don't know how wild a Vancouver one might be, how it might be like up in Edmonton, places like that. If you've had some wacky, wild Canada Day celebrations, let me know. Or even our friends down south in the States, let me know how your Independence Days go. I hear Independence Day for Americans is almost like Christmas. Like, it's a pretty big deal. 37... Like, Canada Day's a big enough deal in Canada, but I feel like Independence Day is like a way bigger deal in the States. But correct me if I'm wrong. So we got a 44. But, you know, working, getting the old time and a half. A lot of the time I'd rather just work on a holiday. 19, 29, 52. So let's scratch off a 19. Let's find a 19 and then eradicate it. Eradicate the scratching layer material that they use. 19, 29. We have to double check this ticket. I might have missed a number. 29. Any other 29s in the house? 52. How about a 52? Got that one. Wonder if I won and I just didn't even notice. It's very well possible with a ticket like this. So we got 3 more left. I know if we get a 15 we win, but we'll see soon enough. Well, I should show you. 39, 34. Well, won't be scratching off the yellow one, but maybe we won. I'm not sure. It's too hard to tell at the moment. 39 is here. Yes. Then, well, maybe there's another 39. Any other 39? 39, 39, 39, 39, 39. I love the auctioneer voice. It's so, like, why is it like that? 34. They just say the same thing over and over really, really fast. 34. Nope. And then last, but hopefully not least, 18. 18. Any other ones? I think that might be it. So I guess really the only ones to even look at are the ones that are scratched off here, because otherwise clearly we don't win. So we got 45, 6, it doesn't combine with the 13, so that one's out. We got 35, 29, 22, but we don't get the 2. Then 42, 36, 16, we already established we don't have the 15, and 11, 38, 14, 34. So let me just make sure we don't have a 38 up here. We don't. Then we don't have the 15 that my heart oh so desired. We don't have a 2. There's no 2s to be had up here. Not all by their lonesomes. And a 13. No lucky 13s up here. No lucky 13s. And I don't think we're 3 away, or like the last one only away for any of the other ones. Which would mean a victory if that was, you know, if we missed it. 16. I'm just going to look again real quick. No, 17, 24, 18. Okay. I believe we didn't win, but let's just scratch off the prize lots, because what would have the yellow one been? So I'm mostly curious about. $1,000. Well, easy come, easy go. Ah, the purple one would have been the grand prize. Got 100, 1,000, 5, 50, 3, and a 10. In any event, thank you so much for joining me for yet another edition of Scratch Ticket Sunday. Later tonight I will be doing more Persona 5 stream. Fair bit later, sometime after 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if that tickles your fancy. Otherwise, thank you very much for joining me for Scratch Ticket Sunday. Do join me next time for another Scratch Ticket. Until then, have fun and keep on scratching.